This is a story about me, Thomas the Tank Engine, and how I learned all about dinosaurs. One afternoon, James, Percy and Thomas were waiting in their shed for their drivers to collect them. "I wonder what we will be doing this afternoon," said James. "I've had quite enough excitement for one day," said Percy. Thomas and James looked at him. "Why?" they asked. "Because I saw a dragon today." James and Thomas gasped in disbelief. "Dragons breathe fire and eat engines," Percy added knowledgeably. Thomas wasn't quite sure whether to believe Percy or not. However, the next day he had just left the junction with Annie and Clarabelle when he saw an enormous animal standing beside the line. It wasn't like any animal he had ever seen before. It was so tall that it towered above the trees and had a long, curved neck. "I wonder what that is," Thomas thought to himself. Then he remembered the conversation he had had with Percy the day before. "That must be Percy's dragon," he thought. He looked at the strange animal again. It wasn't breathing fire, as Percy had described. After some consideration, Thomas decided that the dragon must be asleep. Annie and Clarabelle were chattering noisily as usual. "Shh!" said Thomas in a loud whisper. "You might wake the dragon." "Dragon? What's a dragon?" asked Annie and Clarabelle. "Don't you mean wagon?" "I mean dragon," said Thomas, whispering firmly. "They eat naughty carriages, you know." Annie and Clarabelle were silent for the rest of the journey.